What?
Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country.
You dropped my controller.
Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a
Good luck. It's Ole Miss.
that could have
Where your mama grew up at.
ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will put total error and we'll get started.
Old Spice. So are you Ole Miss? Looking for
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that
Miss,
kickoff
red
coverage,
team.
and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Finds his man. It's Burton. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, limiting his carries.
On second down, looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Father, did you just lick the controller?
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gators will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires the pass, intercepted. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And back to the air on second down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes. And when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
On third down, he drops the throw. Makes his connection. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! What a catch and run for 6. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David. Going up top. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people move.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack.
The freshman.
Quarterback just
The freshman.
does a good job throwing that football away in that type of situation and goal to go. You cannot go backwards, so you need to know if your guy's not open, this is going to be an incompletion. I'm throwing this thing in the 4th row of the stands.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent cover. They cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On second down, wants to throw it. Unleashes one. Already find a hole in that secondary. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense, what are you doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. He'll take it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Rebels in the hurry up. On 3rd down, going up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 40, there he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On the run, it's Ramsauer. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on him.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Kearse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rebels! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback keeper. Bringing the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you could tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to scramble. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to...
He's going to let it go. And it falls incomplete. That could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Getting some heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Pulled and fired complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quick toss. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Oh,
it's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Shit, all good?
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Gators with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The incompletion on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it,
it's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Now adjusting. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, going to the air. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Inside the 45. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Fucking round.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Wyoming. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage. Maybe
into double coverage, and he picked it off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. The 10. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
31, Florida, 28.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got him downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up.
31, Florida, 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few. They'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down, will stay out there to try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
You run the slant route day 1, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on its way. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He wants to throw it again. He's right on target. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. Just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, help this offense get in position to win the game.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and and that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pockets, the offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary.
Hey.